Managed to get one at Widianto's right hip, which is the most difficult place to defend from. Yeah, fine, that's an interesting shot. Of one of the commentary boxes. A little high, as you can see. It's Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, just south of Los Angeles. Normally home of the Mighty Ducks hockey team. Yes, that's more like the form that Saralee displayed yesterday around the net. And the Thai partnership recover the serve. The deficit is 3 points.
Yeah, again, great anticipation from Saralee. It's what she was doing so well yesterday. Onto the net very quickly. Positive play from her.
She's 26 years of age, from Bangkok. They won the Japan Open back in April, did the Thais. Was up in the Singapore Open just a couple of months ago.
Sudket, another short service error. Yesterday when he was playing, we noticed quite a few. He changed his tactics, used a flick service.
Wonderful athleticism. The lead is down to just one. Indonesians won the Singapore Open last November, runners-up in the Swiss Open back in March. We're tied then at 8 points all, midway through the opening game. First to 15, of course, for those of you not familiar with the badminton scoring system. You can only score when serving, and it's the best of 3 games. He's really coming alive now, Sudket Prapakamol.
Yeah, brilliant play. Seems to up the tempo, moving very quickly round the court. And what a smash. Up in the air, thunders it down the forehand side. No chance for Widianto.
They're seeded 7, the Thais. Their opponents are the 4 seeds. Well, took a huge gamble there, looking to intercept the shuttle, and it didn't pay off, but a good service hand, 4 points. They won the Thais. Well left.
Again, Sudket trying to get to that net early. Just rushing his shot a little bit. Knows he's got to set up the lift. The best when they're on the attack.
Out. Service over. 9-all.
Oh, Widianto, like his opposite number, struggling a little bit with his short serving.
Yeah, that time Sudket, he tried the short serve again, but loose. Widianto onto it very quickly.
point scored, and the serve changes hands once more. The first final will take place later tonight, the women's doubles. Well, I didn't know Nick Faldo was a badminton player.
Absolutely not. Perhaps I'll give him a lesson and he can give me a lesson at golf.
That would be nice. Look, can I come along and carry your bags?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll fix that up. The women's doubles final, we'll have coverage of that for you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock UK time, 9 Central European time. It's an all-Chinese affair between Wei Zhang and Zhang Zhiwen and Gao Ling and Huang Sui.
Nice defensive play from Saralee. Just stepped up, took the pace off the shuttle, pushed it into the gap.
Yep. And both women are contributing hugely in the net exchanges.
Yeah, they both know it's so important to get to the net, set their partners up at the back. Some excellent exchanges going on.
And a lovely interception by Lilyana Natsir there.
Yeah, she's just starting to come in to the game at the right moment, playing the right shots, looking, she knows Sudket's coming forward.
Landed just nicely in the corner, and the Indonesians putting together a good service hand here. 4 points won, and they need just 2 more for the opening game. And now it's game point. That's wide. An excellent service hand for Widianto and Natsir. From 9-all to 15-9. And the Indonesians claim the opening game.
Yeah, great tactics from 9-all. What they was trying to do is pull Sudket into the net, keep Saralee at the back, and in the end it just worked perfectly. Natsir, though, stepped up at the net, and I think that was the crucial change in the last few points.
So the first game in this mixed doubles semi-final is decided, and Widianto and Natsir have that by 15 points to 9. Let's just confirm for you that after this match is completed, we will have men's singles action. The world number 1, Lindan, against the world number 3, Peter Gader. Lin from China, of course, Peter from Denmark, and it'll be fascinating, that one, because Lindan so underperformed at the Olympic Games last year. Had a tough draw, it should be said, but lost in the first round to Ronald Susilo from Singapore, which was a huge surprise.
Absolutely, that's probably his biggest disappointment ever, but he's come back playing so well. But watching Peter Gay play yesterday, again, he looks at the best of his form, and can't wait for that encounter.
Again, the first semi-final has been decided in the men's singles, but we will keep the result of that up our sleeve.
Yeah, clever smash from Sudket. Changing the angle, cross court into the right hip of Lilyana.
Came from a game down yesterday with the ties. Oh dear. Very nearly fouled the net. Put on the brakes in time.
Yeah, great start from the Thai pair. It's just what they needed. Losing the first game, must come out strong. It's exactly what they've done.
Oh dear.
Second server.
Yeah, be disappointed with himself. Great setup. Really should have had that point.
They do get the next. And Sudket and Saralee lead 4-love, second game. A bit lucky to get away with another loose serve.
Widianto, a little bit hesitant on the back line. Let the shuttle drop a little bit too late and hit it into the tape.
Well, they've lost the serve, but it's a fine start for the Thais in this second game. 6 points scored in their first service hand. Now the next task is, of course, to defend the lead and recover the serve as soon as possible. Lilyana Natsir to serve.
1-6.
Got to cut out the quick unforced errors. Handed them 2 points. Make the Indonesians work for the rallies. Make them win the points.
And suddenly we've got into a passage of play where points are coming at a rapid rate of knots. Remember, the Indonesians won 6 straight points from 9-all in the first game to claim it. And 6 straight points for the Thais, and now 3 already for the Indonesians, and it's still first server.
3-6. Second server.
Not anymore, though. Second server now.
Yeah, good crouch defence from Saralee. Taking a chance, it's all she could do. In the end, a rushed attack from Widianto.
So another chance to foul down. Need the umpire's permission to do so. Thai partnership have the lead, 6-3 in the second game, trailing by 1 game to love, but they have the serve. Sudket very insistent on his partner not striking that one, and absolutely right.
Yeah, nice service return from Lilyana. Set up the opening. Short lift straight onto the forehand of Widianto.
Now, can he get his serving going rather better?
Service over. 3-7.
Nope.
3-7 seconds.
Just too long. Of course, it's in doubles. It's the front of the two baselines that counts for the serve. Singles, it's the back. And in doubles, you can serve a little wider than in singles.
They're short and fat, as they say.
Well, I'd never describe you as that, no.
Good play from Sudket, getting a softer drop, making Widianto do something with the shuttle, forcing him to hit it harder.
There seems to be a lack of intensity amongst the Indonesians at the moment. Rather casual on some of their shots. And Sudket and Saralee are never casual.
Yeah, the Indonesian pair just seem to have lost their way a little bit, playing very defensive. Great attacking play from the Thai pair, though.
Yeah, they've really gone totally off the ball, haven't they? That's better. Oh no. The error made.
Yeah, great pressure. They're so keen, both Sudket and Saralee, to get onto that net. At the moment, working wonders for them.
Game point for 1 game all. Well, that's a devastating game, really. What a recovery from losing the first. Sudket Prapakamol and Saralee Thungthongkam win the second game, 15 points to 3. And the 5-minute interval will be claimed. And 1 game all. Hard to believe that turned around so quickly.
Unbelievable. When you go back to the first game, 9-all, Widianto and Natsir come out 6 very good points, and all of a sudden they've just lost their way in this match. And I mean, hats off to the Thai pair. They've kept to their game plan. They're both looking for that net earlier though, and I think that is the big difference. Saralee definitely coming to net, dominating more.
Whilst we have a little time, no live badminton tomorrow night, with the remaining finals getting underway in the wee small hours of the morning in Europe and in the UK. But we will have coverage of the finals on Monday morning, starting at 9 o'clock UK time. That's 10 Central European time. And do hope you've enjoyed our coverage so far of the World Badminton Championships. Certainly, since I've been involved in Eurosport since the early 1990s, it's the first time we've covered them, and I sincerely hope it won't be the last. reminder once again, as we look at previous winners of this event. Kim Dong-moon and Ra Kyung-min winning it twice in 99 and 2003. And Zheng Jun and Gao Ling, who were so surprisingly beaten last night by the Thais, the winners in Spain in 2001. Well, it's a massive auditorium, this, the Arrowhead Pond. Capacity of well over 20,000. And it had some pretty good crowds in there.
It's been very good. The atmosphere tonight, you can hear them, people getting involved, Mexican waves all going on. It's very good that they're getting involved with the atmosphere. It's great to see.
And of course we're now down to a one-court scenario. So everyone's attention focused on the main show court. So while the players are taking their 5-minute break, we're going to take a little break ourselves, a commercial break, and we'll be back for the third and deciding game of the mixed doubles. That's long.
Yeah, you definitely feel that the Indonesian pair need a little bit more urgency in their game. They look a little bit lax in that second. They've got to up it, go through some more gears.
Well, it was a stunning get by Sudket, but all credit to Lilyana at the net. Kept her concentration, didn't assume it wasn't coming back. And just that gentle push into the empty space. Gives the Indonesians the first point of the deciding game.
2 love, second server.
Saralee just missing a couple. Right idea, she's still trying to get to net, but got to cut out these unforced errors, especially at the start of the third.
It's strange how the momentum has shifted just as quickly as it did at the start of the second game when the Thais raced away to a 6-love lead. Now it's the Indonesians who lead 4-love. And one suspects a little bit of panic setting in here.
Yeah, it's a little bit tense times for the Thai pair at the moment. They look so good in the second game.
The Thais are just making so many unforced errors. This is quite extraordinary. Well, they're going to change ends halfway through the deciding game with an 8-love lead, and their first service hand, and it's on the second server and every 1 point, because the very first rally in which the Indonesians had the serve, they didn't take advantage of it.
No, they've let this lead slip very quickly. I think it's 4 just easy unforced errors they've given them, and they just cannot afford to do that.
And you thought all the momentum was with Sudket and Saralee after they'd raced away with the second game, and yet they find themselves love 8 down in the decider. There's signs of the excellent crowd. Of course, this part of Southern California has a huge population of Asian descent.
Again, Sudket off balance, trying to hit the smash, you know, just place it into court, get the rallies going.
That's long. And still on this first service hand of the deciding game, the first service hand for the Indonesians, 10 straight points, all of them on second server.
Unbelievable turnaround. I mean, hats off to the Indonesian pair. They looked like they'd lost their way in the second, but they've come out so strong. But you can't help but feel that the Thailand pair have just gone soft.
Well, I don't know where they've gone, but they've certainly gone. They've gone absent without leave, I think. At last, the Thais get the serve. But what a mountain they have to climb at love 12.
Huge relief for the Thai pair. Get off the mark. They've got to somehow get on a roll.
Well, if they win from love 12 down, I think I'll eat an extra helping of spring rolls.
Lilyana missing one there. Onto her forehand. Her favourite shots at the net. Just took her eye off the shuttle, watching where her opponents are.
Change of shuttle was requested by the Indonesians. Well, they've started to climb Everest, but I suspect it's too little, too late. 12-3 as the Indonesians regain the serve. Great defense by Lilyana. Subtle little change from Saralee.
Yeah, you can see Lilyana getting further and further back.
Well, they get the serve back without conceding any further points. One of those infuriating ones that could so easily have dribbled over. Oh, yes.
Yeah, great shot from Saralee. Lovely deceptive flick from her backhand, right into the forehand deep.
But only 1 point. They managed to score the ties on that service hand. And back the serve will go to the Indonesians, needing 3 points to progress to the final. Everyone enjoying the party. Another super rally.
Yeah, great movement from Sudket at the back. Good pressure. Took his time, varying his attack. In the end, got the short lift he wanted.
172 miles an hour, the master shot of that rally. Shows you just how hard these guys do hit. Oh, yes.
Yeah, brilliant play. They've started to come alive, the Thailand pair. Just the last few points. I think they thought they was out of it. Slowly getting themselves back in.
Well, it is the second time in a row they've recovered the serve without conceding any further points. Mind you, they can ill afford to concede any points. Yes.
Yeah, well constructed rally. Again, the Thai pair movement so well, covering each other. Delicate little drop from Sudket.
Widianto seeking permission to towel down and being waved away. .5-12 was love 12.
Great smash. Pinning Lilyana to the back of the court now, not letting her get to the net. Keeping the Indonesian pair side to side.
The lead has been halved from 12 points to 6. Just that little bit of indecision.
Yeah, good placement from Widianto between the Thai pair. Great length.
Oh, there's self-belief now back with Sudket and Saralee. And there's nothing worse than seeing a large lead whittled away steadily. Reminded that it was 12-love. The match looked dead and buried.
Oh, she just pushed it long. Nervy times for the Indonesian pair.
The flick serve not working. What a fight back this has been from love 12 to 8-12. The last two occasions the Indonesians have had the serve, they've failed to increase their score, and they will be desperate to do so now.
Yeah, Widianto using his experience now, go and towel down, have a little break, clear the mind, concentrate, point at a time.
Well, Saralee had her hand up, indicating not ready. Oh, just too much of an angle.
Oh, that was a shame. Under big pressure, they got themselves out of trouble. What a time to try a cross-court net shot.
Oh dear, dear. It's all getting a little nervy out there.
Yeah, normally a bread and butter shot for Widianto.
Still have the serve, the Indonesians. Now second server, and we know that Widianto has not been serving well. They could only manage 1 point this time. And once more the serve is lost. And can the Thais continue this remarkable fight back in the final game? From love 12 to 8-13.
Oh, incredible. Comeback from the Thais. They looked so out of the game. Looked like they'd handed it to Indonesians. All of a sudden they've come alive.
8-13.
Good cross-court placement. A cute little angle just between the Thailand pair, down the sides.
They've dropped in. This time the Thais can't score with the serve. Right on the line. Some very elementary errors being made out there, which is a sure sign that everyone is absolutely on edge.
Yeah, Sudket leaving it hit at the last moment on the back line. Straight onto the racket, Lilyana.
Cat and mouse stuff. It was Sudket who changed the pattern of the rally and was rewarded.
Yeah, great smash. It was like a routine that Widianto and Sudket were playing. Drop lift, but in the end, he sees Saralee just, or should I say, Natsir walking into the net, changed his angle of smash.
Eight 13 as the Thais start serving.
Yeah, frustration from the Indonesian pair.
The expressions tell the story. So tight in the final game. Yep. Terrific dexterity this time by Widianto.
Yeah, great interception. Stood his ground, didn't move back.
Now, can they get the 2 points? It's cat and mouse stuff every rally now.
Absolutely. Shots that normally would be no problem. You can see the arms tensing.
That was good from Saralee, smiling broadly at her partner, trying to get him to relax. Oh, that is an amazing shot, because it was a very good flat hit from Sudket.
Yeah, Widianto doing so well to change the angle from his backhand. Saralee coming into the net on the straight line. He managed to get his bracket onto it, pull it cross court.
And set up the first match point for the Indonesians. So well to get back into this final game of Sudket and Saralee, but now they're facing match point. It is second server. Yeah, it wouldn't have seemed right if this match had ended on the first match point.
No, absolutely. Sudket so positive. You've got to be that this stage in the game. Jumped onto the short serve.
Second server.
They were 12 love down in this deciding game. I didn't think the ties would reach 10 points. Frankly, thought they might struggle to reach 5. Now it's 14-10. That's better. Yes, the match isn't over yet. The Indonesians have 2 more match points. That's it. Terrific match, which ebbed and flowed. The tie so nearly got back into it in the final game, but to concede the first 12 points really was too much of a handicap. And it is the 4 seeds, Nova Widianto and Lilyana Natsir, who advance to the mixed doubles final. 15-9, 3-15 and 15-10.
Strange mixed doubles. I really thought the momentum after the second game had gone to the Thailand pair. They played superb in it, but they come out and they just handed the first 12 points to the Indonesian pair. It just makes you wonder if they'd have started a bit stronger, a bit more positive, what would have happened. But in the end, the Indonesians came out the winners, 15-10.
Then, as we've mentioned, the first mixed doubles semi-final has already taken place, but in case there's time for us to show you some of the match a little later, we won't tell you what the score was just yet. There's confirmation of that scoreline. A reminder that our next match should be an absolutely outstanding men's singles semi-final. Lindan from China against Peter Gader of Denmark, the world number 1 against the world number 3, as we look back on the highlights of an absorbing mixed doubles semi-final. Nice smiles between all 4 players at the end. That's good to see.
Yeah, you can see the relief on Widianto's face. 12 love up.
You had a great win yesterday, defeating the Olympic champs. You were coming in this, you started off a bit slow, attacked it really well in the second game. Third game, they got away with you. What happened in the third? You almost came back.
เมื่อวานนี้สามารถที่จะชนะคู่ต่อสู้ที่เป็นแชมเปี้ยนของโอลิมปิกได้วันนี้ตอนเกมแรกก็ช้าหน่อยแต่ว่าเกม2ก็ตีตื้นขึ้นมาเพราะฉะนั้นเกม3นี่เกิดอะไรขึ้นคะเกม3ก็แบบว่าเกมเป็นของเขาหมดคือเราประกบหน้าช้าแล้วก็ทำให้เราต้องขึ้นลูกครับแล้วเขาก็สามารถบุกเราได้มากกว่าก็เกมหยุดไปพักหนึ่งเลยคือตันเลยแล้วก็กลับมาเริ่มพอมันเริ่มนำห่างก็เริ่มคลายความกดดันลงไปครับเพราะว่ามันนำห่างก็เริ่มตีดีขึ้นก็ค่อยๆไล่มาแต่ก็ไม่ทันครับ Because the third game is really on their side and the reason that they can't catch up because the score is really far behind. So when they try to catch up, it's already too late.
What was going through your mind at 14-10? You had a chance.
ตอนที่เกมถึง 10-14 นี่เป็นยังไงคะ
ก็คิดว่าเรายังไม่แพ้เพราะมันยังไม่15เราก็ยังมีโอกาสสู้อีก
They think that they still can have a chance to win.
Well, congratulations on the bronze medal.
Congratulations indeed. First time Thailand has claimed a World Championship medal, and it could so easily have been a silver or indeed a gold, but they have to settle for the bronze as we look at the statistics. High quality match indeed, only 50 unforced errors. We'll take a break and be back with men's